So I'm going to tell you a little story around the second temple that I ever went to. It was an all-female temple, and I was super curious and excited because I didn't know what to expect. I'd been to a mixed gender temple before, but I'd never been to a all-female temple. And I couldn't have preempted what I was about to experience in the space. And for a really long time, I actually didn't know what was happening to me. I thought that there was something wrong with me. And so I was minding my own business, potentially in a conversation with someone, and this lady came up behind me and she just started like basically dry humping me from behind. And there was no prior conversation or engagement. I didn't know this person. There was no consent. And so it really caught me off guard, and my body reflexively kicked in and I went into a freeze response. And so my body just stopped. I lost access to my voice. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't tell her to stop. I wasn't like, who the fuck are you? There was nothing there. I didn't have access to my voice, and my whole body froze. And after a while, they obviously realized that I wasn't engaging in a way that was appeasing to them, and so they took off and they carried on their merry little way. And what happened to me is I went into shutdown, disassociated from my body, and it took me a relatively long time to come back into the space. And so the way in which I did that was orientating myself to the space. I obviously wasn't conscious of the fact that that's what I was doing at the time, but that was obviously what I felt to do to support myself. And so I was connecting to my breath, and I was scanning the room. I was looking around the room, looking for my girlfriends, people that I knew, that I loved, trying to find them and anchor into them. And after a while, my body started to soften and I was able to start moving again. And what this did was it took me into a bit of a shame spiral. For a really long time, I thought that there was something wrong with me. And so it's only now that I can recognize, hey, actually, I was in a freeze response. And there's things that I can do to support myself in navigating that now. I've done a lot of study in trauma because it's been a big teacher for me. It's been a big part of my life, and it's really important for us to integrate this into the space, especially in the realms of intimacy and sexuality. And so every person that comes into the space who is facilitating or holding space is trauma informed. And we have a station called Regulation Station. So it's really important for us that if you feel disassociated, dysregulated, overwhelmed at any point, that you take yourself to Regulation Station, and someone will be there to support you in co-regulating and ensuring that you feel anchored in your body so that you can either continue to engage in the rest of the evening or you feel regulated enough to drive home. And so it's really important for us for you to reach out. It's the only way in which we can support you. We try to keep an eye on the whole room, but it's really important for you to reach out if you're feeling even confused or uncertain, or yeah, you're just recognizing that something isn't quite right and you think that you would benefit from receiving support.